Fourth Wing, chapter-by-chapter summary. Part 1, The Scribe's Cage. Chapter 1, The Scribe's Cage. Violet Sorengale, daughter of a decorated general, dreams of becoming a scribe, a scholar who studies dragons. However, her mother forces her into the Riders Quadrant, a brutal training program for dragon riders. Violet feels physically weak and fears rejection by a dragon, which could be fatal. Her older sister Mira offers advice and a dragon-scale armor vest for protection. Chapter 2, Blood Initiation. The cadets face a grueling physical test. Violet struggles due to her weak lungs, but is unexpectedly helped by Elias Veteris, a skilled rider. She also encounters Xaden Rierson, a wing leader whose father was responsible for the death of Violet's brother. The animosity between them is clear. Part 2, Bond or Burn. Chapter 3, Bond or Burn. The bonding ritual arrives, where cadets attempt to form a connection with a dragon. This process can be fatal if the dragon rejects them. Violet's fear and anxiety reach a peak, but her desperation and hope drive her through. Chapter 4, Tern and Fury. During the bonding, Violet connects with not one but two dragons. Tern, a powerful but reserved male, and Andarna, a fiery and rebellious female. This is a rare occurrence, and some see it as a sign of great potential. Chapter 5, Flight or Fight. Violet struggles to control both her dragons during her first flight training. Xaden intentionally puts her in a dangerous situation, but Elias intervenes. Wounded and frustrated, Violet questions her abilities. Chapter 6, Secrets and Blades. Mira reveals that their mother has a hidden agenda for Violet and the dragons. Violet starts to suspect Xaden might not be entirely motivated by hatred. Part 3, The Gauntlet. Chapter 7, Scars and Scales. Violet trains tirelessly to control her dragons and overcome her physical limitations. She develops a bond with both Tern and Andarna, learning their unique personalities. Chapter 8, The Gauntlet. The Gauntlet is a brutal obstacle course meant to test the riders' skills and teamwork with their dragons. Violet uses her creativity and knowledge to find unorthodox solutions, impressing some of her peers. Chapter 9, The Price of Victory. Despite initial struggles, Violet and her dragons complete the gauntlet successfully. Amber, a rival cadet who previously harassed Violet, is caught cheating and executed. Violet feels conflicted about the harshness of the punishment. Part 4, Trials by Fire. Chapter 10, Whispers of War. Political tensions rise between the human city of Navarre and a neighboring griffin riding nation. Dragon riders face increased training and pressure to be battle-ready. Chapter 11, Ashes and Ambush. The cadets participate in a simulated battle exercise. Xaden again tries to provoke Violet, but she proves her skills and earns his grudging respect. They share a moment of connection. Chapter 12, Secrets Revealed. Violet receives a forbidden book from Mira that details the history of the dragons and humans. She learns about a hidden prophecy and the true reason behind her mother's push for her to be a rider. Chapter 13, Flames of Fury. An outpost near the Griffin Nation is attacked. Violet participates in the rescue mission, but the details of the attack are kept secret. Violet suspects there's more to the conflict than meets the eye. Part 5, Secrets and Shadows. Chapter 14, The Cost of War. Violet learns that Mira survived the attack on the outpost. She grapples with the trauma of war and the secrets she's been kept from. Chapter 15, A Dance in the Dark. The line between training and war blurs as Violet and Xaden are paired together for a combat drill. The tension between them simmers, leading to a heated exchange and a surprising physical intimacy. Chapter 16, Griffin Riders. The riders encounter a scouting party of Griffin Riders. Violet discovers these are not the enemy she was led to believe, but refugees fleeing a mysterious threat. She is forced to question everything she thought she knew about the conflict. Chapter 17, Rebellion Rising. Violet confronts Elias about the deception regarding the war. He reveals that the human government is hiding the true nature of the threat, fearing panic. Violet must decide where her loyalty lies. Part 6, The Price of Freedom. Chapter 18, A Dragon's Choice. The Griffin Riders propose an alliance with Violet and the other cadets to expose the truth about the looming threat. Violet struggles with the decision, torn between her duty to the Riders Quadrant and her growing sense of morality. Chapter 19, Betrayal and Escape. Violet decides to side with the Griffin Riders and expose the government's lies. She and Elias help Mira and Xaden escape the Riders Quadrant. A tense chase ensues as they try to outrun pursuing riders. Chapter 20, Secrets Unveiled. The group reaches a hidden location where they meet with the Griffin Riders' leader. They learn about a monstrous creature called the Yarros that is responsible for the attacks and threatens both humans and griffins. Part 7, The Yarros Awakens. Chapter 21, Legacy of Dragons. The group studies ancient texts and discovers a prophecy about a rider with 2 dragons who can defeat the Yarros. Violet realizes this might be her destiny. Chapter 22, A Rider's Oath. Despite the danger, Violet pledges to help fight the Yarros. The Griffin Riders and the Rogue Dragon Riders begin planning a combined attack strategy, utilizing their different strengths. Chapter 23, Whispers in the Dark. Violet grapples with the burden of the prophecy and the potential consequences. Xaden offers support and they share a moment of vulnerability. Part 8, The Battle Begins. Chapter 24, Ashes Rise. The combined forces of riders and Griffin Riders launch a surprise attack on the Yarros' lair, a dormant volcano. A fierce battle ensues as they fight monstrous creatures spawned by the Yarros. Chapter 25, Fury Unleashed. The Yarros awakens, a colossal and terrifying creature. Violet and her dragons fight valiantly, but the sheer power of the Yarros threatens to overwhelm them. Chapter 26, Sacrifice and Hope. During the battle, Elias makes a heroic sacrifice to save Violet and Xaden. Grief and anger fuel Violet's determination to defeat the Yarros. Part 9, The Fourth Wing. Chapter 27, Power Unleashed. In a desperate act, Violet attempts to combine the strengths of Tern and Andarna, creating a powerful new form, the Fourth Wing. This allows her to fight the Yarros on a more equal footing. Chapter 28, Ashes to Hope. The battle reaches its climax as Violet and the Fourth Wing confront the Yarros in a final showdown. Using her courage, strategy, and the combined power of her dragons, Violet defeats the monstrous creature. Chapter 29, A New Dawn. In the aftermath of the battle, the world grapples with the aftermath of the Yarros threat. Violet and Xaden find a tentative peace, and a new era of cooperation between humans and Griffin Riders begins. The prophecy is fulfilled, and Violet emerges as a hero who defied expectations. Epilogue. The epilogue hints at future challenges and adventures for Violet and her dragons, suggesting there's more to be discovered in the world of the Empyrean. Please note that this is a summary and may not capture every detail of the book, therefore please support the book and the author by purchasing the book.